Welcome to Blacksburg, Virginia, this picturesque setting, home to the Hokies, a team that prides itself on bringing the lunch pail to work every single week. This is not a normal matchup. Two teams ranked in the top 10, colliding right here in the middle of the season, trying to make a strong statement, big playoff implications. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on the 8th-ranked team, the Virginia Tech Hokies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. And the Tar Heels will kick this away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Moving the receiver around pre-snap. And now the handoff.
Well, the defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back. They're going to test the secondary. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up and take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
They'll try to keep the opening drive going here. It's 3rd down and 2. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on the opening drive from their own territory. That's a big gain. Great decision to keep the ball and pick up the first down.
Gutsy call here by this offense. Early in this game on a 4th down, they decide to go for it, and they come up with the first down to be able to move the sticks and keep this drive alive. The gutsy call pays off for the offense.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Able to get the pass away, but took a hit that time.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring.
Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with a first sack of the game.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. He'll take a deep shot. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Going the other way, can they catch him? Inside the 10. Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Well, they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
North Carolina 7, Virginia Tech 0.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And the Hokies offense is back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick-6 last time out here. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
How about this run here by this Virginia Tech running back to be able to pick up this first down? And, man, they've had a lot of speed over the years in that backfield at Lane Stadium. Kevin Jones and David Wilson and Lee Suggs. And now we're seeing this young man today being able to run the football very similar fashion.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Here's that defense shifting again. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick grab. Finds room at the 30. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, what an accurate throw here by this Virginia Tech quarterback. And you and I, over the years, have seen a lot of great quarterback play when it comes to throwing the football. Michael Vick, of course, could make those throws. Tyrod Taylor, Brian Randall, Jim Druckenmiller. Was some great quarterback play and lofty standards to try to live up to.
An incompletion makes it 2nd and 10. Looking to throw it again. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. 1st and goal from the 9.
Now, this is what makes this receiver so dangerous. If you play him in man, he can run by you for a big play. You decide to sit back in zone, and he's got the savvy and instincts to be able to find that soft spot in the zone, make a catch, and
all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
There's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. The shotgun running play call. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer. Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Looking for the wideout. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies. For the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kurt.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick-6 in the last possession. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd down.
Looking to throw. It's Jefferson. It's caught, but out of bounds, so incomplete.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure.
Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. So a very makeable 3rd down for this offense from the 26-yard line. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a 1st down.
Yeah, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it was 3rd down in inches, lower the shoulder, get the 1st down.
And the Tar Heels getting set on 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And they heave it deep downfield. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. He'll be taken down, but after a good return.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. To come up with that interception while doing that, that is a big-time play.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. They got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
Out comes the field goal team to give it a shot. This is a long way out. The attempt is no good. He missed it. And after the miss, it's still a 7-point lead.
Chris, you and I were on the field in warm-ups. We saw this guy hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and actually went over. So we know that he has the leg to make this kick. I just don't think he got enough on it.
There's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires.
That's the end of the first quarter. Virginia Tech, 14, North Carolina, 7.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Looking downfield, it's Jefferson. Trying to extend the play. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Man, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again. Somehow catches a break on this tip ball that this one was an interception. He better tighten up his decision-making. He's going to cost himself a game.
The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. And the Tar Heels will have to kick it away. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. They need something out of this possession. The last time they settled for a field goal attempt, but then they missed it. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big gain.
Boy, huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice, accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
Fighting off the defender.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Tailback takes the handoff again. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Offense hungry to convert here on third down. They don't want to send out the field goal team after what happened in the last attempt. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Receiver makes the catch. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. This offense cannot be stopped.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches the football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Short connection to the tight end here. It's the tight end flex out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
Using the ground game here, tailback has the handoff. The Sock were able to bring him down quickly. Sets up a third down play. Can he get there on the ground? They keep the drive going. It's a first down to the 46.
Third down, I think the defense is really expecting the ball to go through the air. Instead, the offense keeps it on the ground, gives it to one of the more skilled players, and he gets the yards he needs. Move the sticks.
And the Tar Heels with 1st and 10 here. Dropping back, it's Jefferson. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. Look out, he's got some space. Return to pick 6. Touchdown, Hokies. And a pick 6, a monster play by this defense here.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Here's the 2nd down play. Takes the handoff again. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. That's a huge gain. Stop finally made at the 43. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
Goes to the sideline, steps out after a short gain.
And the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. And the wideout goes in motion. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. Offense getting set. It's second down. Movement at the second level of the defense now. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
All right, Chris, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen today, they're big. You know, they weigh over 300 pounds. But that doesn't mean they don't have to have agility. And the way they can get out there in front of the runner, create space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction, and a runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because he's been blocked so well. Love those misdirection or counter plays, and this one worked out really well for a nice piece of yards and a first down.
And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. And the Tar Heels pick up enough yardage for a first down. To throw, it's Jefferson. And he'll lost it to the end zone. And he'll get there. Touchdown, North Carolina.
Man, I love running backs that can hurt you on the ground and through the air. The defense this time just underestimates his ability to catch the ball, and then the speed afterwards, it's a touchdown.
The extra point is good. Still a 2-touchdown deficit, 28-14.
28, North Carolina, 14.
He'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team.
And your Virginia Tech Hokies will take over 1st and 10.
And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. And it's intercepted. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Past the 10. Touchdown, UNC. And the defense adds 6 with the interception return. And the interception taken to the house, a pick 6, potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick 6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the returner will be brought down.
And your Virginia Tech Hokies will take over 1st and 10.
So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And here comes a deep shot. And the pass is dropped. Incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. And he dumps it off to the tight end. And the ball to the ground. It's a turnover.
Chris, at the risk of stating the obvious, in these conditions, the ball carriers have got to do a better job of securing the football, because if that ball gets away from you, chances are it's going to get on the ground and a turnover.
And here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game, because that was a big-time game.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's what we call assignment football by the defense. They took away the back inside, and there's a perfect play to be able to stop an athletic quarterback on the option.
That's a design quarterback keeper. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Good Good job by the offensive line. You get some positive yards, but not quite into the end zone. Now we're going to have a 3rd and goal.
The crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to run it in. And we're able to get him down.
Well, great stop here by this defense to bring us to 4th down and decision time for the head coach. You go the easy route with a field goal, or this close to the goal line, you take a chance to try to get that touchdown.
It's 4th and goal. Forget the chip shot. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll try to run this one in. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
Boy, how exciting has this first half been? We get a touchdown here. They're an extra point away from tying this game up. A lot of great action here.
Handles the tricky footing, and the PAT is good. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the 2nd quarter. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Fields it just outside the goal line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16.
And your Virginia Tech Hokies will take over 1st and 10.
So they'll just take a knee here, and that will send us to halftime. Looks like the offense content to run the clock out here and go to halftime. Talk about the 2nd half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Hokies will kick this away to begin the 2nd half. And here's the return from inside the 5. Stopping at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And the Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. First play of the 2nd half, they keep it on the ground. Great footwork, a big opening now. They stop him at the 45, but that's good for a 1st down.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. They're going to run it. Mack gets the carry. He's stopped, but he gets a 1st down.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
And the Tar Heels line up on 1st and 10 now. They'll run it here. Get some space around the 30. There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
To throw, it's Jefferson. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain. Then he'll run out of bounds and picking up a few yards on the play. So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down. So now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit. Right down the middle. And they jump back in front.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And the Hokies offense is back out on the field. Hand off to the single back. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. Nice play to start the drive. They're near midfield here for 1st and 10. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a 1st down here on this next play.
And it's incomplete. A very quick throw.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 2. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. He's going to take off here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the 1st and the 2nd option aren't there. By the 3rd option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, in which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Hand it off for a draw. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Man, the defensive coordinator has to be fired up about this play. The thing that he has to love is that his defense and their technique was right on point. They didn't lose their leverage. They stayed with the play and didn't just go after the quarterback.
Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Caught quickly and tackled there by the defense. The Hokies hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
They've already converted once on 4th down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And he's brought down, but not before he gets 1st down yardage.
Boy, that is some determination by this offense here. Picking up a new set of downs on the run. The call works out perfectly. You just needed 2 yards. You pick it up. Now you've got another chance at points.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
2nd and goal. Look at this. They come out in a 5-wide formation. And looks like the quarterback's going to run it. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football. The defense looking for a stop on 3rd and goal. As a design quarterback keeper. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And they go in front here in the 2nd half. So they reach the end zone after a marathon. The split back to the kicker. He's looking to throw the ball. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. The North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. They settled for a field goal last time out. They're looking for the end zone here, no doubt. Makes a quick catch. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Virginia Tech 34, North Carolina.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. They stop him, but it's a first down.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
First down here for this offense. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Now it's second down here. The DB is backing off from the line now. Back to pass. It's Jefferson. And the pass is just thrown away. Clearly intentional grounding. And here comes the penalty mark. Important third down play coming up. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. They get him down at the 41, but that's good enough for a first down. And the Tar Heels are looking to keep this drive going. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Throws to the tight end. And the ball is picked off. They bring him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense near midfield.
Chris, 1, 2, 3 is bad enough, but 4 interceptions in one game, they have no chance of winning this game if they continue to throw the ball into coverage.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here.
Timeout, Virginia Tech.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Receiver makes the grab. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Receiver in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, and no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
First down. They're going to throw the football. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Extending the play. Oh, look out. The football is free. It bounces past the sideline, out of bounds. They avoid the turnover there.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce. That ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has a recovery.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. He'll drop back here on 3rd down. Picked off, a crucial turnover. Not much on the return, but that's an important takeaway. Sets up the offense at the 34.
Boy, I got to question the play call right here. Give the defense credit. They get the interception. They put themselves in a spot to maybe tie this game. But what was the offensive coordinator thinking with the lead, taking a chance, and it backfired?
And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
Well, the offense goes with a counter play here, and the defense does a pretty good job of slowing it down. Again, you got to be disciplined on defense. Just when you think they're running on the front side, they run that counter play, and you better be home on the back side.
Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. See what the call is on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Jefferson. He's moving out of the pocket. Using his legs here.
Second down.
Second down after that previous play. Linebackers moving around trying to confuse the offense. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a 1st down.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
And the pass is incomplete.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. But the guy just had him blanketed, and he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. He's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find that open man.
And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
They'll try to pick up the 3rd down yardage on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. He just came flying in to lay the lumber immediately.
What a great job of timing up the blitz here by the backer. I don't know how this running back held on to the football, because as soon as he got his hands on it, he got hit hard.
So on 4th down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. And this one is right through. And we are all tied up here in the final stages. We come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Dumps a short throw down to the running back. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a 1st down. Second down play coming up. And he's got it already past the 1st down marker. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down out at the 46. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down.
Second down.
On the shotgun, it's a handoff. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. And a timeout is called late in this tie game. Crucial choices coming up.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Offense facing 3rd and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough 4th down decision? And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. This would be a really long field goal try from here. They'll hustle to the line. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. It's caught downfield. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. That's a great example that he's up to it.
And a timeout is taken. Just 3 seconds left. Time for one last play. Coach is going to take the 3 points. Here comes the field goal unit. And a timeout is taken. Just 3 seconds left. Time for one last play. So here we go. They'll spot the ball at the 25. It's a 42-yard attempt for the win. And it's good from 42 yards to win the game. Well, you love to see a game come down to the final possession. Who's going to have the football last? And they were able to make plays and come out with a win.
Yeah, not only the final minutes, but the final drive. And that entire unit looked calm, cool, and collected. It was well called by their offensive coordinator, and this defense just couldn't stop.